Apply full monthly bill credits on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro 256 gigs $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1H2025. Visit T-Mobile.
Hastings College Soccer is on the air. Hastings College Soccer is brought to you by 5 Points Bank of Hastings, the better bank. By High Street Insurance Partners. By Highland Dairy, locally made, naturally delicious. By Mary Lanning Healthcare, your care, our inspiration. By Pepsi, and by the Runza Restaurants. Now, let's go to the field for today's game.
Back with you at Lloyd Wilson Field. Let's play two, as the great Ernie Banks would say, and we should say on this day where the Chicago Cubs picked up a 4-3 victory over the Milwaukee Brewers. But baseball is not the sport. We're on the pitch tonight. It's Hastings College Soccer getting set for the nightcap. Hastings College women in action against the Concordia Bulldogs. For Hastings College on the season, they're coming into tonight's matchup with an outstanding record on the season. 8-2-1, 3-0-1 in GPAC play. Their lone draw, a matchup that we had for you this past Saturday against Dakota Wesleyan here at Lloyd Wilson Field, or I should say a week ago on Saturday. Meanwhile, for Concordia, guess what? Equally in their own right up towards the top of the GPAC standings, sitting at 7-1-4 overall, 2-1-2 in GPAC play. What else is new, Marcus? These are two teams that both from the Great Plains Athletic Conference represented the conference at last year's women's national tournament, and they go toe-to-toe on what should be a really fun atmosphere tonight here in the women's contest. The men's contest ending in a 3-1 winner for the Concordia Bulldogs, as they found 2 goals in the second half of play to break a 1-1 tie at that point, and Concordia picks up the victory. So the Hastings College women looking for a split here between the Broncos and the Bulldogs here tonight, and the crowd that has shuffled in is certainly doing their part. It should be a pretty fun atmosphere, and 2 pretty good squads from the Great Plains Athletic Conference going at it here tonight.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Just like the men's game we saw before, and it's going to be another classic Hastings College versus Concordia matchup. I mean, you see it in every sport that we play here in the GPAC, and it's going to be another one here on the pitch tonight, as Hastings College is going to try and find another way to add to their win total and try and stay towards the top of the GPAC here tonight. But Concordia's going to come in here with everything firing on all cylinders, looking to steal a sweep here tonight at Lloyd Wilson Field.
For the Broncos, offensively, 26 goals so far on the season. They are a team that averages 16 shots per game. Their goals against average is an outstanding .5 here in the 2025 season. A big reason, Tatiana Villasenor, the sophomore goalkeeper who came in relief last year due to injury, gets the start this season for the Broncos and has had a fantastic start to the year. Multiple Defensive Player of the Week honors. In fact, just earned the Player of the Month honor here at the Hastings College campus. And so for Tatiana Villasenor, she's been great. But the back four for Hastings College, that's the bread and butter here for Jade Ovendale and the Hastings College women.
Yes, it has been. And you were here last Saturday with that Dakota Wesleyan matchup. How big did they come up in that game, even though it was a 0-0 draw? I mean, how big was that back four in stopping Dakota Wesleyan? They had plenty of opportunities to score on Hastings College, and those 4 defensive players stepped up for HC. So expect more here tonight against a pretty good Concordia team.
2 players in double figures in terms of their point total on the 2025 campaign. 2 players that are really threats up front for the Hastings College Broncos. There's Madison Rhodes, who leads the team in points with 16, 7 goals on the season, 2 assists, and Jesse Chartier, 4 goals, 2 assists. 2 players that are really kind of, in terms of physical build and an ability, kind of opposites from each other, but 2 players, Marcus, that I think complement each other really well up front.
Yeah, and that's key, and that's what you need, a team like this, that communication, that you You know what to do. You know what I'm capable of. I know what you're capable of. Let's go make it happen. And those two have really done a great job in their careers here at HC.
Meanwhile, the midfield, anchored by Peyton Tanner and Maddie Miles, will look to continue their run of play here as of late. Peyton Tanner with 3 goals and 2 assists on the season, and Maddie Miles with 2 goals and 2 assists for 8 and 6 points, respectively. Broncos and Bulldogs here tonight as we continue to get you set for tonight's contest. Come back, get the starting lineups, and get you set for play-by-play. Broncos, Bulldogs, it's the women in the nightcap on the Extreme Sports Network.
I became the manager about 1.5 years ago. Now what I get to do is, as the manager, I get to support my nurses and continue to help them grow and develop into fantastic nurses that give exceptional care. The favorite part about my job is being able to round with those patients and hear how great my nurses are. They say, oh, so-and-so is great, and talk about the great care that they are providing to them. I just love the impact that nursing can make. That's why we do this job. You know, it's for those positive outcomes. It's for those miracle stories. It's for the relationships that you build and the heartache that you feel for these families, but yet the triumphs that they have at the end. And they get to hold their baby because of the care that we provided here. And that's just incredible to me. And that's the whole reason I became a nurse. Mary Lanning Healthcare. Your care, our inspiration.
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead, where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and Owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Welcome back to Extreme Sports, your exclusive home for Hastings College athletics.
Back with you from Lloyd Wilson Field. Tyson Everonic, Marcus Metcalf here for Hastings College and Concordia. The women's matchup after the Concordia Bulldogs men took a 3-1 winner against the Broncos. Time for the women to try to equalize and get out here with a split at home tonight. Let's go ahead and run the magnifying glass over the roster that has been submitted here by Jade Ovendale for the Hastings College Broncos. Defensively, 4 in the back. We'll have Peyton Henshaw, Millie Gill, Megan Lampe, and Nora Stewart anchoring that back 4 for goaltender Tatiana Villasenor. In the middle, 4-4-4-2 come the Hastings College Broncos the old traditional way. Maddie Miles, in that midfield spot. Jessie Chartier. We'll see Sabrina DeHart getting the start. And Avery Higgins. And then up front will be the alluded to Peyton Tanner and Madison Rhodes from our pre-match show. Jade Ovendale, the head coach. As Villasenor will stay in goal. And get ready to roll. Meanwhile, the goalkeeper, Laya Vildro for Concordia. They're anchored by 5 defensively, showing that they respect that Bronco offense. And so Trinity Rowe, Sadie Mayers, Hannah Kyle, Shelby Rugg, and Taylor Slaymaker will all be anchoring in that back 5. Slaymaker, a player that was one to watch last year during that conference tournament. In the middle, Evie Keller. She has the ability to find the net from just about anywhere. Elena Ruiz, and Naya Kirshner in that middle, and then it's Kirsten Garner and Savannah Andrews up front. So some big firepower here on this Concordia lineup as well. This one should be a good one, and it's just about to get underway. Hastings College Soccer, brought to you in part by Mary Lanning Memorial Healthcare, also by 5 Points Bank, by Hightown, Butler Vollen Funeral Home, Pepsi, by Highland Dairy, as well as Runza Restaurants, Family Medical Center, Bob Sass Flowers, B&B Cleaning, Ruts Heating and Air, and the 2nd Street Slammer, Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill, all proud to bring you Hastings College Soccer here on a Wednesday night. As O Fortuna echoes here at Lloyd Wilson Field. And the Broncos get set to take the field. A little different in the fact that make no color adjustments on your television screens. The Broncos will come out in the black and red jerseys, moving from left to right. And it'll be the Concordia Blue Dogs in the white and blue. So over-unders on how many times that'll confuse me. Let's say 10 here on the broadcast tonight. Broncos, Bulldogs, strap in the nightcap. Kickoff coming up in just moments. Just like in the men's match, Marcus, the opening 10 set the tone of play. Huge here for the Broncos tonight. They'll be kicking things off to start with Jesse Chartier. Black jerseys, red numbers trimmed in white. Moving from left to right. The Broncos play it out to the back 4 as they'll start their first possession. Chipped and stolen away here from Concordia in the early goings. Evie Keller with it. Keller, a dynamite player with the ball at her feet. Tipped away here in the back 4 in the corner. Concordia now centers it. Cleared away towards Maddie Rhodes. Ball harmlessly into the middle. Gathered here onto the left side. Played forward. A spin and a turn. And now play here onto the right back. They'll look to go middle, nothing doing. A throw in, one here by Hastings.
Yeah, number 24 in the black and red. That's my player to watch here this evening. It's as Madison Rhodes. See if she can get the HC offense going.
Madison Rhodes, size, speed, and good controller of the ball at her feet. Some appeals coming here from the HC faithful as the ball heads into the out-of-bounds territory. It'll be a throw in here on the far side from Concordia. Concordia looking for some spacing as they switch the run of play here. Now going towards the left side. Passing in the middle there, no one at home. And Hastings College easily clears the ball away. Broncos going up on the attack. That's Tanner settling it in. Turning and running into traffic. Quickly kicked out. And into the possession of Peyton Henshaw, who will play it forward. Ball takes a flick. Hastings College winning possession. Throw in. Here in the attacking third. Ball one from the Bulldogs. Nice little 2-on-1 takeaway. Passing it into no man's land and kept alive. Hastings College now trying to turn on it. Tanner centering it forward. Takes a flick. Good job trying to create some separation.
Yeah, Higgins was trying to look for someone in the box, but nothing there, and she kicks that ball out of bounds. The freshman getting the start tonight.
Avery Higgins starting in the midfield position here for Jade Ovendale and the Hastings College Broncos. Just underway here in this women's matchup. 42 minutes remaining in the first half. No action so far to statistically chart, as it has been bogged down in the midfield. Both teams in the process of the feeling out, as they say. Now Hastings College trying to set something up here. 36 yards away from goal. They'll play it back out towards mid-pitch. Takes a flick out of bounds off Concordia. Hastings College ball one. Hastings College working quickly here on the left side. Cross coming in for Rhodes. And stolen away. And Evie Keller is now trying to catch herself into some space here. Onto the right side. She's just so good not only winning the ball, but then getting quickly back in on the offensive side. Keller is going to be a handful here for this Hastings College back four tonight, I have a feeling.
As we're starting to get some rain coming down.
That wasn't on my bingo card.
No.
Don't see any raindrops, my man.
Look in the up in the lights. You can see them. We're gonna have a breakaway for HC, and that might be a penalty kick, but nope. They're gonna say that was clean.
It's a clear night out here in Hastings. 40 minutes to go here in the opening half of play. Hastings College set up here at midfield. Concordia is going to win a throw-in. Now playing it off here to the left side. Broncos just running out of real estate there on the attack. Good thought as they were trying to play Jesse Chartier free. Now in the middle. Pivoting. A little sidestep with the right foot. Swinging it in. Not on target as it goes off the side of the net.
Yeah, kind of early on, this team's kind of feeling it out. But like I said, that first 10 minutes, I thought from the men's game is going to be pretty crucial. See if HC can get the momentum and see if we can put one on the board early.
Concordia wins the goal kick. Ball played here in the middle. Madison Rhodes. Now playing it back out here at 25 yards away. Under constant pressure here from Evie Keller. Clearing it off here to the left side. Nice move. Stop and pivot. Here from Higgins. Freshman tries to switch the run. Now Rhodes. Looking for a through ball. Ball kicked away and towards the corner. Did they get the corner, or are we going to have a deep throw in here?
I thought he pointed towards the corner, but
no flag given, so it'll be a deep throw in here for the Broncos. Into traffic, looking for Madison Rhodes. Quickly cleared away and played back out. Broncos now setting back up offensively. That ball towards the middle, taken away. Keller in the middle. Lampy gets a foot on it. Sends it out towards Rhodes. Rhodes on the chase. Rhodes wins the ball. Tries to center it, but her teammate's not close enough. And that'll result in a Concordia takeaway. Nice pivot and back pass. Then stolen away quickly by Hastings College. Good defense on display here, both from the Bulldogs and Broncos. Bulldogs, again, coming in a 5-3-2 formation, while Hastings College is settled in their 4-4-2. But both teams not giving the other a look in. as Concordia will clear this ball deep and out of play.
Yeah, that back four, I think that's going to be our key tonight. Can that back four withhold Concordia's offense?
And can our midfield create separation for our strikers to get a notch in the score column? It was not the case against Dakota Wesleyan this past Saturday, hoping for different results here in this second GPAC soccer home matchup for the Broncos. Again, all GPAC home soccer games here on Extreme Sports on the GPAC Sports Network. Tyson Nevronic, Marcus Metcalf with you here in game number 2. Left foot from distance! Oh my goodness! What a strike! From the top of the box. Doesn't miss. And it's the freshman getting the call and immediately contributing for the Broncos.
What a shot. Talking about distance. Wow.
Distance,
nice job.
Placement, perfection for the Broncos. Avery Higgins on the score sheet from the top of the box, and she didn't miss. What a goal from the freshman who comes in, gets the start, and that's how you contribute and stay in the lineup if you're Avery. Right footer, top shelf, bar down.
Yep.
Beauty to give the Broncos the 1-0 advantage here after the first 10 minutes of play. Talked about the first 10 minutes being important. Broncos cashed in and score a goal 10 minutes in off the foot of Avery Higgins.
Yeah, I'm not saying I get confused as many times as you're going to be tonight. I'm so used to us wearing the whites at home, so wearing the All Blacks tonight, and Concordia wearing the whites with the blue trim.
We'll keep wearing the blacks if we keep getting performances and
Yes.
beauties like that from Avery Higgins. Well outside the box. Took a crack from distance. And at times, you go flash back to last Saturday, and I felt like there was too many times where it was inside the box, trying to work it in, trying to get that last touch, that extra pass, and then it would bog down and get cleared away. This time, Higgins says, heck, I've got space. I'm going to take a crack at it. Good things happen when you put the ball on net. Avery Higgins has found that out. Broncos have the 1-0 advantage. Concordia now trying to get back in it here after this glorious Bronco start. 2 quick starts for HC. Let's hope the women can hold and possibly build a lead here against another GPAC power in their own right, the Concordia Bulldogs. Higgins breaks the ice at officially 8:29. Hastings College 2 shots, 1 on goal, 1 in goal. As the Broncos win the throw-in. Passing back here onto the defensive end. Keller in pursuit. Ball 1 here from the Bulldogs. That goes into the waiting feet of Sydney Mayers. Mayers turns it upfield, cut off quickly by the back 4. Now a lob ball coming. Hastings College doesn't have the wheels. They'll watch it go into the hands of the goalie, Elia Vidrow. No saves for Vidrow on the night. Lone shot on goal. Finds Twine. Ball played back. No Broncos there to pursue. And Vidrow will have another goal kick. Elects to throw it this time. Give her the old heave-ho here onto the right side. Hastings College so quick to surround that ball when it's in mid-flight, forcing Concordia really to elect to keep that ball on the ground, kind of just simple, easy passes, slow build-up play. They can't stretch the Broncos defensively because they'll surround that ball the minute it gets up into the air. Good battle, ultimately won. Madison Rhodes playing pretty far back, actually, for her attacking spot on the field. She's attacking there on that left side. Free kick one here for Concordia. So they'll start to send some players forward. Circling once again in the middle, that number 11, Evie Keller. She can be a handful for any back four in the Great Plains Athletic Conference, including the mighty HC defense. Free kick goes aimlessly out of bounds, and Tatiana will have the goal kick. Hastings College will play it back. Moving around. Switching off to the right side, losing possession, and it's going to be a Concordia throw-in. Concordia throw-in the back four. Now, Bulldogs setting up on the attack. Mares trying to center it. Broncos there. In pursuit. Keller looking for some space. Keller, quick touch pass. No, decides to keep it. Tries to spin through some Bronco defenders. Nicely won. Good job in the middle. Avery Higgins getting the job done with her foot and on the ground here in that defensive back. Winning that ball from the talented Evie Keller. Concordia winning the ball back here at midfield, sending it down the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job right now, defensively in the first about 15 minutes or so, holding Concordia to not much anything offensively.
Avery Higgins, by the way, scoring her second goal on the season, bringing her point tally to 5 on the campaign, just behind Maddie Miles at 6. But Maddie Miles credited with the assist, so Miles goes up to 7. Miles with the dish to Higgins, and that's your scoring so far here in this first half. 30 minutes left to play. We're through the first 15. Here comes Concordia on a breakaway. Concordia on the left side, running out of real estate. Flicking it off an HC defender. Nice play from Shelby Rugg. Keller backs it up here to Kircher. Kircher sends one in. Not enough on it. Just mistimed it, mishit it a little bit. Came out awkwardly and bounced easily to Tatiana Villasenor. One shot, one save, Villasenor. High ball. Settled and headed forward. Double teamed. Peyton Tanner trying to work out of it. Over to Dart. They're looking there towards Maddie Miles. As the throw-in comes in. One quick touch from Tanner. Back in the middle, Miles. And one here by Kircher. Kircher, another one of those talented Concordia Bulldogs on a beautiful through ball. Villasenor comes out and plays it and going to win the ball. Brave play by Tatiana Villasenor on a 2-on-1 sure breakaway for Concordia. Comes out and that's a you got to win that ball situation, Marcus. And she comes out of her stance and plays it perfectly.
Yes, she did. And they set up Gardner perfectly down there. Just a good play by Tatiana.
Great ball on a had to have it there for HC. So dangerous when one goes to ground, especially in the goal box. And Villasenor wins it and keeps this baby level here with 28 minutes left to play in the first half. Concordia has to pass it back. Throwing it out here to the left side. And turn. Right foot. Sends it over to the middle. Miles with it. Takes a deflection. And HC settles it and passes back to Tatiana. Where Villasenor scan the offense. Ball one. And going to ground is going to be Evie Keller. Taken to ground on the play. From Peyton Henshaw. Set for the free kick will be Sadie Mares, excuse me. Bulldogs setting up with 3 onto the right side of the box, 3 in the front. As they'll lob it long. Ball one initially. Tatiana Villasenor got turned around, but the ball goes inches wide, and a lucky break for the Broncos. That looked like it could have been the equalizer. Ball ping-pongs around in the box. Villasenor got turned the wrong way. It takes a deflection and ends up going wide. It took a deflection off a Hastings College defender, so it'll be a Concordia corner. And the Bulldogs showing some signs of life, getting right back into this baby. Corner kick comes. Headed away. And now plenty of space to clear it down. And indeed, that's the choice from the Hastings College back 4. Concordia settles underneath it. Try to go on a run again. Keller tried for a little tic-tac-toe, nothing doing. Hastings College closing it out defensively. Concordia not afraid to spring into a counterattack after winning possession. Could leave them vulnerable in the back 4. We'll see as this game plays on. Ball into no man's land. One here by Concordia. Keller turns, right side attack. Coming across, and that's going to be a goal. Far post, coolly as you like.
Now it's Garner.
Kristen Garner off the right side. Just slots it home. Almost just smooth operating for the Concordia Bulldogs, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Yep, just a breakaway in the middle, and nice setup from her teammate Kirchner there, and found Garner there. Beautifully done. Now we're tied.
Another shot on goal for the Concordia Bulldogs. That just how you draw it up. Going far post, getting that goaltender to stretch all the way out to the side. Tatiana Villasenor couldn't keep that one out of the back of the net. Concordia once more. Foul called. So Kirsten Garner equalizes here with 25 minutes remaining in the first half. Broncos Bulldogs. GPAC Soccer, say no more. These two teams are deadlocked at 1. And some great head-to-head battles last year. En route to the Broncos winning that GPAC tournament and championship. It was Concordia, however, who advanced further in the national tournament, winning their first round matchup. 2 players go to ground. Foul called on Lampy. Ball 1 here for Concordia. Free kick upcoming. Quickly done. Bulldogs want to go right back to work. And Kirsten Garner again. So much speed here in this middle 3. Keller, Kirchner, Garner. Concordia's got weapons, Marcus.
Yes, they do. Especially their front 4. Man, speed, athleticism. That's good enough for Concordia.
And it's good enough for a 1-1 scoreline. And as Keller falls to ground, Keller's going to win a free kick. And maybe an Oscar as well. Academy Award goes to, as we get set for the Bulldog free kick. Here on the left sideline. likely work out as a makeshift corner as Tatiana Villasenor punches this ball free and into the night sky. Concordia will switch the run of play as they'll look to go to Mayers in the middle. Batted back down. Keller takes a crack at it, and Keller sends it wide of the uprights and high of the goalposts. Didn't quite get on top of that ball for a clean strike as she sends it rolling towards 12th Street. Well, Concordia keeping their substitutes instead of on the bench. Notice that they run in packs from the substitute sideline, and the ball rolled into the pack of substitutes that were warming up essentially for Concordia. Meanwhile, they're coming back here on the offensive attack. Under pressure once again, this Hastings College defensive line is seeing some tremendous pressure being applied here from the Bulldogs in the first 20 minutes of this matchup. They'll switch the run of play again. Garner throws that one into traffic. Now the Broncos coming back the other way. Rhodes has nowhere to go with it. Cleared away, now into the back four. Sent right to the middle. Under control here for the Bulldogs. They'll work it over the left side to Mayers. Mayers was looking for Garner. Cleared away harmlessly from the Broncos. Now Concordia regathers possession. Going off here on the right side. Some space being created. That's Garner again. Garner trying for 4 post. Whoo! Broncos breathing a sigh of relief. Ball deflected. It's going to be a corner. That one got high and in the direction of an arm. And I think the Broncos might have got a break.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought the same thing. That ball was high up, and Garner's going to be down there in the corner for Concordia for a corner.
Garner setting up the corner. Waiting at the point is Nia Kirchner. Meanwhile, the rest of the pack plays in. Headed forward, but not out of danger just yet as Keller tries to settle it down. Keller giving chase, passing back out to Garner. Concordia has controlled the last 15 minutes of possession here after the Hastings College goal. Said the next 5 minutes are critical after a goal. Concordia responded, and they have not let their foot off the gas since Hastings College got the scoring started with the long strike from Avery Higgins.
Hastings going to have to go back to the middle here, see if they can find something.
Got to get possession first.
I know.
And that's been the problem right now is Concordia has controlled the possession game. Hastings College can't get a look in. Madison Rhodes playing the middle, trying for the INT. Any cheap pass that could turn into a HC goal. Rhodes is going to give chase, but this ball going to be controlled here by the keeper. Slow build-up play here from the Bulldogs. They've been patient. It's paid off. Broncos win possession. Broncos in the middle. Touch too strong for Madison Rhodes. Another crack. And a nice save off to the left side. Broncos not afraid to let it fly. As they tee it up there. That was Chartier on the tee up. But a nice save from Elia Vidrow. 19 remaining minutes here in the first half. As Garner is in some space once again. Garner, nice sliding tackle. I think that was Stewart in there to slide that and keep that alive there for the Broncos. It'll be a corner, but that prevents what would have been another bread and butter play there for Kirsten Garner. She loves going off of that right side and slotting far post, and right now she's had the advantage. Hastings College let her in the first time, and second time Nora Stewart said, not again. As Millie Gill will send this one high up into the air, trying to clear it. Concordia sends it back down. This will result in a goal kick and an opportunity for Hastings College to kind of reset And I think reset needs to be the key word here for the Broncos, Marcus. We'll have some subs coming in, but they need to get back to the way they were playing in the first 10 minutes here of this matchup.
Yeah, and I think so too. And they just kind of let their foot off just a little bit, but I also give credit to Concordia too. It's kind of like how the men's game was. They really stepped up their defense here after that opening goal. As we're going to have some subs coming in. It's going to be Sophia Rabinovitz and Sophia Lee in the ball game.
Broncos winning possession here after the substitutions. Natty Rhodes plays it back. Immediately trying to come off this left side with some fresh legs on. Ball won by the keeper. Cleared out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for the Broncos. Number 33, Sophia Lee. It's got the right leg taped up a little bit there on the high side. As this ball doesn't make it past the defensive wall for the Broncos, but the Broncos one missed pass, and here comes Concordia back the other way. Chased down, slid down, and kicked out of bounds to halt the Concordia attack. And right now, that's kind of Hastings College is in reactionary defensive mode. In a place that there's really unfamiliar territory for the Broncos, where they're reacting to the Concordia attack right now rather than being the aggressors and then setting up their offense. So we've seen a lot more kicks out of bounds. We've seen a lot more clearing attempts. We've seen a lot more balls that you just throw in for corners that Concordia has won. Kind of uncharacteristic and definitely an offensive attack that's been palatable as Madison Rhodes is on the attack here, looking for Sophia Lee in the middle. Lee trying to work her way into space and is cleared out. Madison Rhodes with the first good look here at goal in the last 20 minutes or so for the Broncos. 16 minutes remaining in the half. And in a half that I think you got to be happy with a 1-1 scoreline the way Concordia has played. Madison Rhodes, no whistles yet. Just go all the way back to midfield here as they'll play it forward, and that's Chartier trying to get into some space off the left foot, and this one's going to curl out of bounds and behind the goal.
So another look, Chartier's going to say, I'm trying to go top shelf. Just a little too much underneath of it.
And a Bulldog slow up to her feet, hobbling a little bit, waving off the sub. That is number 13, Sadie Mayers. And she has played a good game, Marcus, in terms of setting up the offense.
Oh, she has. I mean, she sets up that offense, and that's what makes them go.
She is struggling right now here near the 20-yard line. I've got to assume that a substitute's going to be quickly incoming for her, because you can't have a hobbled leg here against this Bronco attack. But Concordia is going to win the ball anyways. Send it back. Regrouping here for Hastings College. They're going to go off to this right side. They're going to test it. And Mayers, in some pain, still playing on. She's got the speedy Chartier lined up 1v1. Concordia is going to win the ball here and win a throw, and it'll be Mayers doing the throw. Mayers looks, passed in. And now back. That was Evie Keller with opportunity. But the ball won from Hastings College. Now they'll play it into Madison Rhodes. Rhodes can stretch the defense here. Lee's going to get into some space. Got Chartier aiding in the attack as well. Peyton Tanner now in the box. Well, they'll go diving, lunging to make the save, and offside the call.
Yep.
Corner flag is up.
Great opportunity again.
Free kick won by the Broncos, or by the Bulldogs. Yeah, that was a good look. Had options, recovered nicely, came on the counter, sprung free after a nice ball won on the defensive side.
That closing speed of Garner, man.
She can recover.
Oh.
Reminding of DK Metcalf on the interception that was coming back the other way on what could have been a pick six, and 100% hustle.
Yep.
out of this Concordia Bulldogs team that we've seen so far. Athletes up and down the pitch. Get the feeling, Marcus, that you're watching the two elite teams in the Great Plains Athletic Conference in women's soccer?
Probably. I'd say so. I mean, these two teams have dominated the league.
Now we got a month to go here in the month of November, but looks like it might be a pretty fun matchup. Love to see him again.
Yes.
Nice back header. Anything you can do, I can do is good. Here being played between the Broncos and the Bulldogs at midfield. Swung out here onto the left side. Looking to create some space. Elena Ruiz runs out of space as Lampe clears the ball away, but it'll be another Concordia corner.
Yeah, some of these times watching these two teams deflect the ball around, it's like they're playing Plinko. A little bit.
Did not have Plinko on my bingo card on things that would get up during the broadcast, but you're right. Here's Kirsten Garner. Swings it in with the right foot. Misses the mark. Deflected wide. Goal kick, HC.
Yeah, a different way how they attack the corner kick. You only have one person near the goal, and then everybody else comes in late.
They'll probably run about 3 or 4 different set pieces on corner opportunities tonight. They'll give some different looks. That, however, was back-to-back looks with the same formation. Maybe saw something in the first corner that they just missed on. That one misstruck entirely. Here comes Concordia, back on the attack, but Hastings College recovers and clears it away. Momentarily, as Concordia wins the ball. Now racing it down into the corner, sliding down. And it goes off the Bulldogs. It'll be a throw from way back in the Broncos' defensive zone. 11:20 remaining here in this opening half of play. All knotted up at 1, Broncos and Bulldogs tonight here on the Extreme Sports Network. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, streaming as well on the GPAC Sports Network. Pass to Sophie Lee. Lee wasn't ready for it. Goes off her back heel and is going to be won by Evie Keller. Concordia will switch once again. Stutter step. Through ball. Keller splits the middle. Gets it to Kirshner. Tic-tac-toe, and away we go. Concordia swings away with the right foot. Somehow missing a Bronco defender on its way for a goal kick. There was 2 defenders in the area, and I thought at first, oh no, maybe screening Tatiana. Luckily, the ball goes wide, and a good opportunity missed there for the Bulldogs.
See if Hastings can kind of control this ball game in the last 10 minutes. It's all been Concordia.
It has, and once again, Bulldogs in on the attack. Kirchner taken down. No call. Garner swings it in. Right into the midst of Tatiana Villasenor.
Yeah, Concordia's outshot Hastings 8-4. Up 3-0 in corners. So Concordia really needs, after that first goal in the first 10 minutes, Concordia has really been on the offensive, and Hastings College has had to play a lot of defense.
Unfamiliar territory here for the Broncos in the last 30 minutes. A defense that is, for the first time in a long time, getting their fair share of work in with this high-powered, explosive Concordia offense that found the back of the net on a Kirsten Garner score. That coming 10 minutes after Hastings College grabbed the initial lead at the 8:29 mark. Hastings College goal a little creative in terms of the space where it was taken from, just outside the box into the top corner. Meanwhile, Concordia's goal, coolly as you like, slots it into the far post. Here's Garner on the attack again. She's got speed and possession. Cut off at the last second. Garner holding off the defender here, tying up, and it's going to be a free kick one here from Concordia. And the HC faithful behind us, frustrating that Garner peeled off the Bronco defender. And that's going to be a free kick here for the Bulldogs.
And a yellow card.
After the play. So the yellow card coming after the play for Garner. He had peeled off the Bronco defender, and then there was some words exchanged and maybe a little shove right towards the end. The Hastings College men's soccer team underneath us, they saw it right away. We're immediately appealing for the yellow, and I think their vocals won the card. So it's Garner getting set. Now we've got some discussions. Referees in the earpiece. Love having soccer fans right underneath us, right? Shot from the right side into the near post. I have a feeling this is going to be a fun second half.
I think so, too.
The men are into it.
We got a Concordia sub. That's going to be Sierra Springer from Valparaiso, Nebraska.
Not to be confused with Valparaiso University, where Bryce Drew hit the beautiful buzzer beater against Mississippi State in the 1996 in March Madness basketball tournament.
Good call.
Plays it back. Might have been 98, actually, but who's counting?
Still.
One here from Hastings College midfield.
Don't matter. That was good. That was good. Good date back in history.
2-on-1. Hastings College still has possession, Sophia Lee. Here on the far corner. Setting up Tanner. Turns. Chip pass. Headed forwards by Chartier. There's Madison Rhodes racing after it. One-on-one battle. Goal kick. Off of Rhodes. Goal kick one here from Concordia. Intensity of this Concordia-Hastings College matchup being felt underneath us. As the crowd starts to grow a little more vocal and urging their Bronco soccer team to come back on the offensive end. It has been fairly one-sided here in this first half, minus the first 8 minutes, which were dominated by the Broncos, and it's been all Bulldogs since. Couple good looks here in the last 5 minutes or so here from Hastings College, and some optimism starting to pick up, and I think you can start to feel that optimism and that momentum start to swing back over to the other side. Soccer is one of those sports where you just feel it.
Yes. It's kind of like volleyball.
Yep.
You can just feel it. When a big kill or a big block, something to get your team going, get the crowd going. Starting to feel it now.
Need one big pass to connect. It might be this one off the back heel. Rhodes needs a good first touch. Clever back heel, tries to find Chartier. She's in space. A little makes to miss. Goes at it at goal. It's saved. And the second opportunity, no dice, as it doesn't roll far enough out in front. The Broncos make another good effort at goal here, and they're starting to warm up offensively here in the final 5 minutes of the first half.
Another great look. Nice back from Maddie Rhodes.
Oh, beautiful. Back pass from Madison Rhodes to set that play up offensively. Jesse just couldn't quite cash in. Free kick going to be won here by Concordia. I'll slow down the momentum just a skosh.
Henshaw is a little too aggressive on that. Man, I can feel it right now, Tyson. I can just feel it. Those last about 25 minutes have been kind of slowing down, just kind of laying in the weeds a little bit. I can feel it. I can feel it.
Can you feel it?
Little Jackson 5 for you.
Ball played in on the free kick. Sent towards the corner. Shoved from behind. Uh-oh. That is dangerous. Hastings is going to get away with one. That should have been a yellow.
I think that was Lampy, too.
Good hard shove in the corner. And it might not be the end of it. Discussion happening. Lampy says, I was slamming on the brakes, I swear. She runs through the back of the Concordia defender. Meanwhile, the free kick upcoming. Off of a header. Kept alive just outside the box. Chipped back in. And cleared away. It'll be a Bronco free kick. That from the referee, I believe, was the possible final warning for Lampy. I think anything from this point forward, regardless of how harmless, might result in a card. I'm sure that was the discussion that was happening.
Yeah. Like, that's your only warning you're probably going to get tonight.
That's going to be the warning. Lampy was pleading her case. Tatiana Villasenor sending the ball back into play. 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in this first half. A first half that's had just a little bit of everything. 2 stellar goals scored by both teams. The shot far post from Concordia. The shot from distance from the Broncos. A 1-1 scoreline. In a game that, albeit, hasn't really been that evenly matched. Maybe up until these last 5 minutes. Keller. Right foot. Finds Kirshner, who will pass back out. Concordia will reset offensively. Try to play in a long ball. Load the box. Nothing doing. Finds a Bronco head. Madison Rhodes. Up and over the top to keep it alive here for the Bulldogs. They keep possession. Broncos just nowhere to get set to establish any possession when they win the ball. And that's the issue. Normally when in previous games we've watched, Marcus, once that defense wins that ball, it's immediately going back into a counterattack, immediately going back into the flow offensively. They've been winning the ball, but Concordia is right there to reestablish possession, and they just can't get the engine started.
No, and that has to be frustrating, too. Especially when you have a high-powered offense, as Jade Odendale has. That's got to be frustrating.
You ever sat in 40-degree below temperatures and try to get your car to start? It is frustrating.
It's no fun.
There's a lot of words that I say that aren't appropriate for this broadcast when I'm trying to start that engine. 1 minute, 45 seconds left to go here in the opening half. Concordia is going to win the ball again. My goodness. Question is, we're going to go into the halftime locker room, in all likelihood knotted up at 1. Does Concordia have the legs to sustain this offensive pressure?
That's my thought process is Hastings still looks pretty fresh out there, really. Concordia's had more subs, and Hastings had, I think, 1 substitution, if I remember rightly. These girls still look fresh, and I'm just worried how, like you mentioned, how fresh Concordia are going to be coming out in the second half.
If they sustain the run of pressure, you get the feeling like Concordia can grab a lead. If they tire, if they fatigue, and Hastings College can take the advantage and be fresher down the stretch, could be a special night here to be a Bronco. At current, certainly cause for concern, I think, after the first 45. A Concordia team that has come out and played extremely aggressive offensively and has the back four asking some questions. Sent in, cleared away. Quickly retrieved here by the Broncos. They'll try to keep this last possession for themselves. 19 seconds, good ball one. They'll clear it down, looking for Chartier, too much towards the mid. One back, 8 seconds now. Not really any time for a good setup look. Hail Mary shot upcoming, no. And that'll do it here for the first half of play. Plenty to talk about in the halftime interval as the Broncos and Bulldogs are tied at 1. A goal from the top of the box from freshman Avery Higgins with the assist from Matty Miles. That opened the scoring, but Concordia said nay. 10 minutes later, Kirsten Garner, far post, past the outstretched arms of Tatiana Villasenor, your equalizer. And after the first half, just as we started, all even Stevens. Halftime report coming up, second half to follow. Broncos and Bulldogs in another GPAC Classic. And we've got it for you on the Extreme Sports Network. Halftime show coming up.
What is Mammoth? Excellent question. Mammoth is everything you need it to be. On paper, Mammoth is a modern master build firm dedicated to building the places where passion and community collide. We consult, create, and construct projects of every size. We are makers, movers, machine operators, artists, innovators, competitors, and builders. And there's nothing we can't do together.
At High Street Insurance and Financial Services, we are agents of change. We believe life is full of new opportunities, and we guide you forward with strength and confidence so together we can build stronger, more resilient communities, illuminating the path ahead, where opportunities are always within reach. We do it for all our futures. High Street Insurance and Financial Services, located at 3606 Cimarron Plaza, Suite 280 in Hastings.
I feel like from the time we were young, the golden rule was always something with being sisters in our house. They would always say, treat your sister how you want to be treated. And sometimes we did better at that than others, but
it only seemed right. You know, we both knew that we wanted to live close to family. And so we both chose to come back to Hastings. We have our families close. We have each other. We get to raise our kids together, and we both get to serve the community of Hastings. Mary Lanning picks out people that are going to help support our mission and our values here at Mary Lanning. They do. They want to recruit people that are continue to make us a strong organization and continue to provide that exceptional patient care.
there are people all around me constantly to support me in my personal life, but also in my career. People are always advocating for me to grow and to learn.
We're two sisters here that believe in Mary Lanning and the mission and values here, and we're going to continue to support this community for as long as we can.
Did someone say ice cream? It's time to chill out this summer and make your favorite Dairylicious dream come true. Whether you are craving ice cream, yogurt, cottage cheese, tangy dips, or all of the above, Highland is bringing the savings to satisfy those cravings guilt-free. Visit highlanddairy.com/savings to scoop up coupons, try new recipes.
I'm John Butler, Funeral Director and owner at Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Vollen Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hi, this is Terry Anstein, President, 5 Points Bank of Hastings. On behalf of our shareholders, directors, and staff, I would like to thank all of our great customers for helping us become the fastest growing bank in Hastings. I would also like to invite everyone in the Hastings area to stop in and visit with one of our bankers and learn how we can be your bank for the long run. Locally owned, locally managed, 5 Points Bank, the better bank. Member FDIC.
Check it out. Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Check it out.
If you experience heating problems this winter, call the experts at Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning of Hastings. Ruts is a locally owned family business with over 45 years of experience in the HVAC industry. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment for both residential and commercial customers. You can trust Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning to complete all repairs, installations, and maintenance work on time. If you're shopping for a new air conditioner or heating system, remember Ruts Heating and Air Conditioning. Call 402-463-4853.
When the lights go down in Hastings, the party starts at the 2nd Street Slammer. It is more than a bar. It is your weekend headquarters for live DJs, cold drinks, and nonstop fun. Whether you are here to dance or just kick back with friends, there is always something going on. Big energy, friendly faces, and a night you will not forget. Open Thursday through Saturday at 2315 West 2nd Street. Do not just go out, go all out. Only at the 2nd Street Slammer. For all of your professional, residential, and commercial cleaning services, call the trusted experts at B&B Cleaning Pros of Hastings. They have been in business for over 4 years, delivering professional services one clean at a time. Reclaim your time and enjoy a healthier, fresher home with a call to B&B Cleaning Pros. Their meticulous cleaning professionals handle everything from routine upkeep to intensive deep cleans, tailored perfectly to your schedule and needs. They focus on kitchens, bathrooms, high traffic areas, dust removal, and floor care. Give them a call at 402-519-4602. Stop in at 123 North Lexington in Hastings or visit them at bnbcleaningpros.com. Looking for a night out that hits different? Head to the 2nd Street Slammer in Hastings, where the music is loud, the drinks are cold, and the vibe is always right. Shoot some pool, play some darts, or tear up the dance floor with live DJs spinning every weekend. Whether you are rolling in with friends or meeting someone new, the Slammer is the place where good times and late nights come standard. Open Thursday through Saturday. Come see why the locals call it Hastings' favorite weekend escape. That's 2nd Street Slammer, 2315 West 2nd Street. Let loose, live it up, slam into your weekend.
Family Medical Center of Hastings is the place to go for all your healthcare needs. Their team is trained to treat the whole person regardless of age. They provide a wide range of medical care, including acute care, routine health screenings, and treatment of chronic conditions. They're dedicated to providing you with the best care in the most cost-effective manner. Family Medical Center, as an independent clinic, has served the community for over 65 years. Your family's home for healthcare. 1021 West 14th Street. Proud to support all area student-athletes.
Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill has been serving Hastings and the surrounding area for more than 25 years. And it is more than just another bar and grill. It is a Hastings institution. Do not miss Tijuana Tuesday, an all-you-can-eat taco and nacho buffet. Every Wednesday night is Wing Night, featuring legendary wings that are crispy, saucy, and downright delicious. Stop back on Thursday for roasted chicken, on Friday for the prime rib and seafood buffet, and on Saturday for Bullseye's world-famous prime rib. On Sundays, enjoy the brunch buffet from 10 until 2. For over a quarter of a century, Bullseye's has been your go-to spot for good times, great food, and unforgettable memories. Find Bullseye Sports Bar and Grill on West 2nd in Hastings, right across the street from the water park.
Since 1955, Bob Sass Flowers has been a part of the Hastings community. We're not just about flowers, though. We do offer the finest floral arrangements, all backed by friendly, prompt service and a 100% satisfaction guarantee. At Bob Sass Flowers, every customer matters, and we're dedicated to making your shopping experience one to remember. But there's more to discover. From blue capri candles and diffusers to my saint, my hero bracelets, Silver Dough Bread, and Daydreams greeting cards, our unique gift collection has something for everyone. Looking for the perfect baby gift? Explore our selection from Bella Tunno and Mud Pie. Come see us at Bob Sass Flowers, where quality, service, and community come together.
The Great Plains Athletic Conference is committed to being champions in the classroom, in our communities, and in competition. And we are also proud to be an NAIA 5-star Champions of Character Conference. To learn more about the GPAC, follow us on social media on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And watch the GPAC on the GPAC Network. The Great Plains Athletic Conference, academic and athletic excellence since 2000.
You are listening to Hastings College on Extreme Sports.
And he is in for the pick six.
With Tyson Havronik.
Hastings College soccer women's finding themselves in a 1-1 draw here at the, or 1-1 tie, I should say. Not a draw officially yet. 1-1 tie here at the halftime break. Getting set for second half action. Let's quickly go inside the numbers here. Start off the scoring for the Hastings College Broncos. It was Avery Higgins at the 8:29 mark from just outside the box. The ball played in from Maddie Miles right onto the right foot, and she takes a crack and sends it into the top corner right off the top of, or the bottom, of the top crossbar. So Avery Higgins, the freshman, starts off the scoring. Concordia then marches back. 10 minutes later, Kirsten Garner, after a beautiful through ball played in from Savannah Andrews, comes off the right side, and it was 1v1, and it was all but elementary for Garner at this point, just slotting the ball on the far post, getting Tatiana Villasenor at full stretch. Concordia equalizes at the 19:14 mark. Shots on goal. This is very uncharacteristic of a Hastings College women's matchup. Concordia 10, HC 5. Concordia 4 shots on goal to the Broncos 3. Broncos 3 saves to Concordia's 2. 4 corners won by Concordia, 0 for the Broncos after the first half of play. Neither team officially in the offside stat book. 8 fouls for Hastings College, 3 for Concordia. 1 yellow card, and that yellow card issued on the goal scorer, Kirsten Garner, for the Concordia Bulldogs, as we get set to go for second half action here from Lloyd Wilson Field. I talk second half adjustments here, Marcus. I think one, just establishing momentum has to be the key for Jade Ovendale and the Broncos.
Yeah, I think you kind of have not somewhat carbon copy, but pretty close to what you did in those first 10 minutes that we were talking about in our pregame show.
Yep.
You got to match that. But the problem is you got to keep it for about another 20 minutes. So 30 of these 45 minutes, you got to keep with that same intensity, that same, I don't know, what do we call it, momentum. Try and keep that and see if you can put not 1, not 2, but maybe, or I should say 2, and maybe a third goal if you can. Put 1 in the net, because Concordia, honestly, really, after that first goal in that, I think, at the 8-minute mark, Concordia really dominated after that.
Domination because of physical and very aggressive play offensively. My other question I'm going to pose to you, we've had the halftime break. You got the legs back underneath you. Does it have enough to sustain Concordia, or do the legs start to get weary late into this matchup? Hastings College didn't look all that fatigued going into the halftime locker room. Meanwhile, Concordia, who had played with their hair on fire for 45 minutes, looked to be starting to run out of gas. Does that aggression, does that offensive style lend itself to being on E, maybe below the slash in the last 10 minutes?
I mean, it might. I mean, Concordia had the sub. I mean that could be. It could be a difference that might have saved a little bit of legs. I don't know in the long run, though, if it's going to be enough. Because, like you mentioned, Hastings didn't look tired. Really. They had 1 sub that entire first half. And Hastings just looked like they're still had plenty of gas left in its tank. But we'll see what Coach Ovendale and what she's going to do. And I think this Hastings team, like I said, it's got to be ready in the first first 10, 15, 20 minutes of the second half, because I think Concordia, they don't have the legs and have the wheels like Hastings does, but I'm sure Concordia is going to try and give it all in the first 20, 25 minutes of the second half.
Speaking of filling up the tank, let's fill yours up with some baseball scores. 2-2, the series between Detroit and Seattle is tied. That'll go into a Game 5. The Tigers winning over the Seattle Mariners today 9-3 after the explosive offensive outburst from a night ago with Cal Raleigh, Eugenio Suarez, and the rest of the M's. The Tigers take their turn at the bat rack today in plate 9, a 9-3 victory. Detroit, Seattle at ALDS Cinema is now going into a Game 5. Meanwhile, after 8 innings of play, going into the 9th, the New York Yankees are on the ropes. The Blue Jays with the 5-1 lead. Cam Schlitter for the New York Yankees, not able to go the distance or replicate his AL wildcard performance that they had against the Boston Red Sox. The Blue Jays bats find their way. The Yankees are going to need a little New York magic in a New York minute if they are going to continue that series, or Toronto, Canada, will play their way through in the Great American Pastime in October. Philadelphia and the Dodgers sitting at 3-1 currently. Phillies in the lead. They are through 4 innings of play, that game being played out on the West Coast. So some late night baseball when we get back, or potentially some hockey, as the West Coast games are just getting underway. Oilers and Flames and Kings and Golden Knights already wrapping up. The Maple Leafs putting out 5 goals tonight against the Canadiens, and they're out to a 5-2 victory. And they have just played, and the whistles have sounded in Washington, in the nation's capital, and the Boston Bruins have started off the season 1-0 with a victory over Washington. So that'll get you caught up on the scoreboard as we get set to go here for the second half. Concordia is already ready to go here, and Hastings College has yet to take the field. So maybe ease up a little bit here if you're the Bulldogs. They're ready to go, and why wouldn't you be, Marcus? The way their first half was, this is a team that's anxious to get back out on the pitch.
Oh, they are. They're ready. Like I mentioned, they're ready to go because they want to try and see if they can put the foot on the gas here to start off the second half.
So the Bulldogs, the Broncos, let's do 45 more minutes, shall we? Second half starts now with the Bulldogs putting into play. They'll move from left to right. Again, Bulldogs in the all-white jerseys. The Broncos in the blacks and red. As we'll play it out here onto the left side. Swinging things around. Switching the run of play, working out to the right. Ball tipped, goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw in here for HC. In the middle. Keep away. This time won by Concordia. Very important opening 10 minutes to see which team is going to grab the early momentum meter and swing it in their favor. First 10 minutes of the match were controlled by Hastings College. The next 30, Concordia. The last 5, I think, could be said that was swaying back towards Hastings College's way, and maybe Concordia lucky that they're not 50-minute halves. Concordia now appears to be the aggressors here to at least start off in the first opening couple minutes as they try to play one wide on the right side. Goes harmlessly away. Bulldogs will get a throw in with Shelby Rugg doing the duties. Goes right back to Shelby. Puts in a floater into the box, and it's cleared away. Here comes Madison Rhodes, tries to play it back. Check that. Madison Rhodes up here in the front. Ball 1. Here from Evie Keller. Keller passing back onto the right side. Sends one in. That'll find a Bronco head. And now HC trying to turn things on offensively, but Keller picks the pocket of the Bronco midfield. She's done that a time or two. It's keeping the possession alive for Concordia, and now it's another Concordia corner. Say that 10 times fast.
It should be a throw-in. Yep.
Concordia throw-in. Excuse me. I was so excited to say Concordia corner 10 times fast. Anyways, nice ball one here from the Broncos, and now it's a breakaway opportunity. Striding out to the right. Looking to get into some space, looking for some help. In trouble, and finally pocket picked. Just ran out of real estate, and nobody there to help. Go ahead, Marcus.
Yep, looks like it's Janeska Escobar's got the start in the second half. The freshman from Garland, Texas.
Keller giving chase here for the Bulldogs. They'll watch it go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick.
No, that was a good ball, really, early on.
Just didn't have enough teammates helping her out. I mean, ultimately running out of real estate, that was the right look to try to spring her free. But ultimately ran into trouble. Concordia is able to chase her down. Janessa Esquivel trying to be a spark plug here as Jade Ovendale is just looking for some pieces that will put something together here for the Broncos offensively. They'll work it left side. Running out of real estate was Chartier. Nice little one-touch pass from Keller. Closed off. Pass intercepted from Shelby Rugg. Shelby into the middle. Look out, Concordia with another opportunity. Late reaction. Player shaken up on the play. Believe that was Millie Gill. Play goes on here with no whistle. Gill to ground as she absolutely takes one for the team there, Marcus.
Yeah, I think she took one right to the knee. There's no padding there.
Millie Gill working one-on-one with Kirsten Garner, the goal scorer from earlier. Garner had a clear look at goal, and Millie Gill was the last line of defense and absolutely sacrifices the body and ultimately the knee there. She's going to be shaken up. She shakes off the sub, but you just wonder for how long.
Yeah, because she's still kind of gimpy.
Especially, I mean, and much can be said. Concordia was in a similar situation earlier tonight in the first half, and I wondered if we would attack that right side, and we never really developed after that. So sometimes these injuries can just kind of work their way through, and these bumps and bruises will work their way out of the system. But you wonder, I mean, especially as aggressive as this Concordia offense has been, you can be playing on shaking legs. Gill appears to be back up to full speed, so that's good news for the HC defense. Meanwhile, the Broncos trying to set up on an offensive attack. Way here onto the far right side. Trying to switch the run of play. Pocket picked. Concordia wins the ball.
Yeah, Rhodes was trying to do something offensively and try to go wide with it, and there was nothing there.
Very impressed. We knew the Concordia firepower offensively, Marcus, but this defense has turned it up a notch from last year.
Yes, they have, and it's been impressive.
No way through right now for the Broncos. They'll pass it back towards the middle. Nice tic-tac pass. Trying to set up a right side attack. Rocket cross off the leg and high up into the air. That'll be a throw-in.
Yeah, that was a nice ball there to Henshaw, and Henshaw was able to play that ball off the Concordia defender, and that'll be a throw-in.
Throw-in incoming. Settled down and kicked out of bounds. This last touch by Hastings College would be a Concordia throw. 38 minutes remaining in the match. Broncos and Bulldogs. Men's and women's soccer here on the Extreme Sports Network, also on the GPAC Sports Network. We'll be bringing you Hastings College volleyball. Could be your way on Friday on Extreme Sports on what could be a very busy day. Check our broadcast calendar for more details on that, as it'll be high school district softball time upcoming too. So they just love to throw in on a Friday, because apparently we can't do that on Saturday.
alongside high school football as well.
My point exactly.
Yep.
Hastings College looking for some spacing, nothing doing. Quickly cut off here by Concordia. Ball played in the middle. No, it's another argument, Marcus, for another time, but I've never understood it. Saturday wide open on the slate. And they choose to throw everything on the same Friday. Because why not, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one for another time. Absolutely. We're going to have a free kick here for HC. Looks like it's going to be Lampy.
Lampy setting up 50 yards away from goal. Having a good go at it. Still in the box. And that's going to be last touched here, I think, by Concordia, unless they're calling it out on Hastings College, and they are.
Yep.
Too far off the line when that ball was played back into the middle. Rhodes giving chase. Multiple Broncos now winning the ball. Rhodes was in the middle there with an opportunity, but they couldn't quite play it to her. That was Esquivel looking her way. Esquivel now turns and retreats. Chasing as Keller chips it back into the middle of the field. Broncos booting one full. Down onto the right side. And winning that one-on-one. Now centering, but nothing doing. Ball still alive. Just inside the 20-yard zone. And offside flag waved. Hastings College way off there.
That's twice now. Yep. Rhodes was down there and just nothing there in the middle.
Just couldn't quite get back. Yep. And got to be aware of that with the midfield that Hastings College has, because they love to win possession back like that. So after the run doesn't materialize, really important to find that marker, find that defender, and get in an onside position in case you're in a situation where your team does win that ball in the midfield, the quick counterattack. HC can't capitalize on it there. 35 minutes left to go, still 1-1. This game is kind of been even Stevens here in the second half, I'd say, in the first 10. I think both teams kind of getting their fair share of looks. Concordia so far with the best look of the match, and we might have a second right here off the right foot. Villasenor was out of position but was saved. That shot was wide. A little too far out of the goal box for my liking, and almost cost her, as that was a good ball played in from Savannah Andrews. Got the credit for the assist on the Concordia goal. And nearly added to the Concordia tally. Couple good looks for the Dogs here in the second half of play. Hastings College still looking like they're finding their way into this matchup. Esquivel off on the left foot. That's going to find Rhodes. No. Last-ditch close-down effort there from the Concordia left back. They'll switch. Go Shelby Rugg's way. Rugg centers it. Concordia is going to turn, and they're going to try to break open Kristen Garner. Keller gets it in the middle. Left side attack coming. Look out. Concordia's got numbers. And, oh my, there was one more pass that needed to be made. Savannah Andrews would have had a wide open look at goal. She came in on that right side. Nobody picking her up. Nobody had her marked. And unfortunately for Andrews, Rugg decides to take the crack.
Hastings needs to just find something. Just something offensively.
One little bit of synergy. String together a couple passes. Establish some sense of possession here. They just haven't had the ball at their feet for long enough.
Nope. And one thing they haven't had all game was a corner kick. Not a single one.
Chartier sends it forward in the middle to no man's land. Concordia quickly reestablishes possession. They'll play it back. And right now, Concordia just having their way. Whatever they want to do with the ball right now, they've been able to do it. And that's something that has to frustrate the Broncos, especially defensively, which has had such good success. Here's the ball one here onto the right side. Running into traffic, but the ball won and last touch by Hastings College. And that's another thing, I think, Marcus, that Concordia is doing really well. They are finding ways to get touches off the Bronco defenders before that ball goes OB. And they're able to continue to keep possession because of the throw-ins that they're winning.
Yeah, I believe that, absolutely. And it's just Concordia is just finding any possibility to get the ball to their feet. And it's just been incredible as we get an injury here for Concordia.
Yeah, holding the back of her head, that's a scary situation. Savannah Andrews, I think, took a little tumble and knocked her head against the field turf here. And I did not see any incoming subs. There's 119 now entering into the matchup. That'll be Guadalupe Sanchez checking in here for the Bulldogs. 1-1 tie, 32 minutes remaining here in this matchup. Ball played into space. Chartier gives chase. Left foot. OB. Broncos win the throw-in. Stewart will throw it in. Lee has rechecked into the ball game here for HC. Sophia Lee off the left heel, quickly cut off, out of bounds. Hastings College wins the throw-in. Clock ticks away now to 31. Chartier back out. Check that was not Chartier, my apologies. Peyton Tanner with that back pass, although right up a cul-de-sac. As Concordia is able to gather defensively. Again, no room to breathe, no room to operate here for this Hastings College offense. As their passes have resulted primarily in Concordia possessions. Off the left foot of Sophia Lee. Lee giving chase, hustling after it, trying to create some havoc here in the back attack. High press, bodies crash. Timeout called, and here we go into the books. Concordia player helped to her feet. Sophia Lee, I think, knows what's coming as she gets up. And she will indeed see yellow. So yellow card for Sophia Lee. The yellow for Kirsten Garner. 1 yellow apiece. Vastly different from the men's matchup, where the cards were not so evenly distributed, we'll say politely.
Yep.
You can elaborate if you want.
Yeah. Well, what else is there to say?
30 minutes left to play here in this women's matchup. Ball centered and retrieved here from Concordia off to the left side. Bulldogs on the attack. Poked through. Garner with it. My goodness, she's good with the ball at her feet.
Yes.
Left attack coming. Go ahead.
I was going to say, she has probably one of the best feet on that team.
Best ball control.
Yep.
Best dribbling. Best ability to slot it into the far post, which is exactly how Concordia got their equalizer at 19 minutes into this matchup. Since then, it's been a stalemate. Fresh faces, go ahead.
I'm going to get a number here, and that's going to be number 37. That's going to be Elizabeth Nilius, the freshman from Omaha. In the ball game,
Tatiana Villasenor with the goal kick. You're in a 1-1 tie.
What we really need for the show really quick is we're talking about the yellow cards and stuff. Kind of like a what grinds my gears type of segment.
How about this? Hastings College on a breakaway. Hold that thought. Wow, what a defensive play. Coming in from absolutely no man's land to make the play. Number 23, Shelby Rugg, may have made the save of the day, and she's not even the goaltender.
No, great play. Great play because Hastings had it. That was going to be a one-timer, and great play by Rugg, and that's going to set up the first corner for Hastings College here tonight.
One-touch pass, beautiful first touch, right off the right foot, took a crack at goal, and Shelby Rugg, Superman style, comes in and blocks the shot. First corner here for Hastings College. Lampy. Far post, just wide.
Good look.
37. Elizabeth Nillis, has come in and provided sort of a super sub spark here for HC. Took that shot. She was the one that got into space and just really created by great pass from Hastings College, and it finally found the mark. But circle 37, Elizabeth Nillis, she could have a breakthrough moment here in this matchup.
Yeah, she kind of came in big, played really good defensively in that Dakota Wesleyan game I had last week. She's pretty good off the bench. Fresh legs, everything.
Ball played in the middle. Nihilus gets a touch, goes to Sophia Lee, and it's going to go right back to her. Left pass. They were looking in the direction of Madison Rhodes. Sophia Lee now into the corner. Hastings College starting to establish a little momentum here as the ball is going to be won by Sophia Lee. Keller goes to ground, wins the ball. Chased off here from behind near midfield. Plays it back. There's Nora Stewart defensively for Hastings College. Looking to turn it up and turn it up quickly. Nihilus can't connect on the pass. Nihilus is going to win the ball, however, just for a mere moment before Concordia reestablishes possession. Ball getting knocked around back here in the attacking third for Hastings College, and advantage Broncos. And they're starting to sense a little blood in the water and starting to warm around this Concordia defensive back four.
You're 20 minutes in.
I think they're getting ready to strike.
Yep.
26 minutes remaining. Nearly at the halfway point here of this second half. We remain locked in a stalemate at one apiece. Bulldogs kick it back. A one-hopper. Controlled here to the near side. Full pass. Falls to ground. Offside called.
Ooh, man. That was lucky.
Bang, bang. Garner trying to win that foot race. Was a step offside. Shelby Rugg with the delivery. She was taken to ground. And originally I thought they were going to actually blow that back for a free kick before I saw the offside flag go up. Broncos take advantage of a Concordia miscue. And how can they take advantage of it and get some possession and put something together here offensively? They cannot, as the free kick is immediately controlled here by Concordia. And now Concordia, they've got some space and they might have some numbers coming up as well. Ball here played to the left side. Trying to shove her way into play is Preister, running out of real estate. Switching the run. Back here to Hannah Kyle. Kyle off the right foot, just inside the 25-yard box. Moves it out here to the right to Shelby Rugg, just outside the box. Rugg towards the corner. Lobs in a centering feed. And it's going to go off of Concordia head and wide. Right look.
Yep.
Just didn't have the angle on it. Little too tight to the net. New Bronco coming in.
Like it's going to be... No, Maria's going to be Andrews back in the game, the senior from Gretna, and Sanchez is heading out. She is the Grand Island Northwest product. It's right up the road. Let's see if HC can find something. I mean, they got to find something. I mean, if it's got to be momentum, it's got to be another corner. If it's got to be
nearly here. Watch this. Ball takes a deflection, and Hastings College has numbers. Lee playing towards the middle, trying to go far post and wide. Just those tiny little miscues. Hastings College needs to cash in on one. That time the goaltender trying to throw the ball down the field. It takes a little flick and a deflection, and next thing you know, Hastings College has numbers. Got to be ready to pounce. He shot, by the way, taking a deflection off a Concordia defender, so Megan Lampy will have corner kick honors. Sophia Lee and Madison Rhodes, both in front of the goalkeeper. Both relatively in some space. We'll wait for the corner. Too much on it. Hastings College can regroup, however. Try to reset up offensively. Concordia now looking to counter. Garner in space. Hastings College shuts it down defensively. Tries to throw back a counter of their own. Could we see end-to-end stuff here in the last 22 minutes? Both teams looking to break the stalemate. Both teams looking for the go-ahead goal. Hastings College has reestablished some possession. One less defender on that back line now as they're going to play with three.
Yep.
Appears that Henshaw is going to creep up and kind of play towards more of that CDM role, the central defensive midfielder, as they look to go to Rhodes. But nothing doing.
There was nobody back there either if that ball got behind the two defenders.
Oh, look out. Concordia just might be behind the defenders here as they look to go towards Kirsten Garner. Ball rolls too far out. And Tatiana Villasenor takes control of the soccer ball. Madison Rhodes tries to work her way through traffic, cannot. Hastings College wins the ball anyway. Said it's at coming to Hart, looking to put a boot on it. And Millie Gill sends it into the Broncos attacking third. Concordia giving chase, reestablishing some possession. Turning, moving towards the middle. Nice defensive play here. Needed some help in kicking it towards that back defensive line. Great win of the ball there for Hastings College.
Yeah, nice job by Maddie Miles there in the middle. Great defensive play there. As we're going to have another sub. It's going to be Jasmine Nielsen, the junior from Denmark. It looks like Sophia Lee's going to go out.
Nope, Sophia Lee out, Jazz in. See if Jazz strikes up the band offensively. Ball played off the foot of Nora Stewart. Referee says take that throw in too quickly. Concordia will work some clock here before throwing it in. Hannah Kyle with the duties.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty now. Down to your final 20 minutes.
After all that, 70 minutes of action. Timeout. Card coming. Yellow. It is for Elizabeth Niles. 3 yellow cards. Now in the matchup, 2 for Hastings College. Both yellow cards against Shelby Rugg. Shelby has been a handful for the Broncos defensively, And I think both of those fouls against Shelby, as she's been taken to ground, have been rather frustration fouls for HC. Shelby elects not to take the free kick, and instead they're going to give it here to Trinity Rowe. Trinity goes back to Shelby. It's a set play here from Concordia. Broncos got to get down defensively, and the pass too much on it. Hastings College is going to watch this one go harmlessly out of bounds. So trickeration all for naught. Meanwhile, Hastings College trying to set something up, trying to establish some possession. Jesse Chartier puts it into play. That's Nihilus now. Nihilus with a beautiful cross out to Madison Rhodes. Hastings College starting to sense some momentum here as they go off to the far side. And now pass the ball back out, setting up the middle. Looking for some spacing. It's Rhodes. Rhodes under pressure. Ball won momentarily here from Concordia, but Hastings College is going to give it another go. Establishing possession here at the midfield. Spins and turns. Passes back out. Over to Henshaw here in the middle. That's Millie Gill with it. Gill goes towards Stewart. Stewart looking for Nihilus. Ball kicked out. Still Hastings College possession. 16 minutes now remaining.
Yeah, that's Andrews. I don't know if she got hit in the stomach, but she not feeling the greatest right now.
Well, that's gross. So she'll be tended to. Well, we have a break here in the action as Andrews is getting tended to here on the sidelines. The Toronto Blue Jays used 8 pitchers tonight to oust the Yankees in Game 4, sending Toronto into its first ALCS since 2016. The Yankees falling by the score of 5-2. How much longer Aaron Boone going to last in that New York media market? Kyle Schwarber, 455-foot moonshot. Phillies pull ahead of the Dodgers in the 4th in NLDS game number 3. My goodness, the New York media never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, a team that goes to the Final Four in the American League, and it's just never good enough. Meanwhile, my lowly St. Louis Cardinals haven't made the playoffs in 3 years, and we can't get rid of our manager if we wanted to.
You've been talking about that for 2 years.
Honestly, since Mike Schilt left, I've been talking about getting Ollie Marmol out of there.
That's fair.
A lot of wrong, not a lot of right. Let's see if Hastings College can get back into it here in late at night.
See if Hastings can fall on the right side of things tonight.
Good ball played in. Recovered from Concordia. Still loose. Not total control. Right foot just wide, inches. Mercy me. A good look. Jessie Chartier had an opportunity. The ball fell right to her feet as Concordia couldn't get that possession established. Chartier said, okay, thank you very much. A little left foot pokes it free, has a crack with the right, and just inches wide as it'll be a goal kick. For the love of God.
As we're waiting for sub to come in, that's going to be Sierra Springer back in the game. Senior from Valparaiso.
Love when Windows asks if you would like an update while you're in the middle of a broad. No, thank you.
That can wait till tomorrow.
I'd like to continue this next 17 minutes. Throwing incoming here for Concordia. High throw from Rowe. Ball one, last touch by Concordia. Hastings College ball. Nora Stewart getting ready for the throw-in duties. Clock down to 17 minutes now. Still have not found the go-ahead goal here in half number 2. Broncos and Bulldogs in a tussle. Sub incoming here for CU.
Charlie Preister.
Preister back into the game.
Freshman from Columbus.
A lot of Pricers out in that area. Concordia will get set. Plays the back towards goal. Launches it forward. Ball sprung free momentarily. Concordia is going to send it long. Hastings College back in retreat. 16 minutes now. HC faithful in front, trying to urge their women forward. Trying to vocally will that second goal into existence. As Concordia now playing it off here to the right side. It's outside the box. Running into danger. Nora Stewart one-on-one. Nora Stewart wins that ball and then gets it free. Good win from Nora Stewart. Did an all-guts play right there. Throw in here for Concordia. Ball one goes to ground. Kept alive. Rattles off a few defenders. Thrown down the sideline. Hastings College cuts it off. Concordia still with a throw in their own end. Hastings College needs to find a way to end this Concordia threat. It's a slow build, hopefully not a slow burn. Bad pass. Maybe just what HC needs. What a win by Madison Rhodes. With her left over to her right, but can't turn it into anything for Hastings College. Stewart now. Link up play. Connects with Nihilus. Pass to no man's land. Concordia wins back possession. Keller. Off of Stewart. Keller wins the throw. Low and in. One touch pass. Left side open. Goal. Elementary, my dear Watson. With an offense like that, Charlie Preister coming off as a super sub and getting free on the left side. And a beautiful feed to set up the goal to give Concordia the 1-goal advantage.
There was the break that both one of these teams needed, and Concordia found it.
Set up wonderfully.
Yep.
You saw it from a mile away, and that left side leaked open, and that allowed the go-ahead goal for the super sub, Charlie Preister. Concordia establishing possession. $13 minutes left. Broncos needing a winner. Apologies, may have had a missed number there. That was Kirsten Garner that got credited for the goal. Assist by Kenya Rios on the play. Just a beautiful link-up play from Concordia as they go from the central attacking midfielder right into the wheelhouse, and Garner buried it.
Yep.
Wasn't going to miss from that range. They have traded, they have changed it back to Charlie Preister, so we were right originally.
Yeah. I thought so too.
I was a little nervous. I'm like, oh man, I know I missed some things, but I don't think I missed that one. Okay, so Charlie Preister gets credited for the goal. We make the correction. And now 12 minutes, 45 seconds, and Broncos go to ground. Broncos are going to win themselves a free kick. The equalizer not out of the realm of possibility. We've seen some good opportunities and some slight breakthroughs from Hastings, but they have to connect on one of these offensive opportunities. And that's through the passing. And the passing lanes right now have all been shut down from this wonderful Concordia defense. We need one tiny little breakthrough, one stone that breaks the Hoover Dam. And right now, Concordia, the way they have played, it doesn't look like it's coming.
Man,
nice move. Getting into the action. That's Stewart coming back from the defensive position as they start to play much, much more towards midfield. And we're going to see this. Yeah, there is nobody in the back half here for Hastings College. Here as they get set for a long Concordia throw.
Subs.
Of course. So make sure and get those in here.
Yep, Rug back in and Ruiz.
Nothing to stall the drama like, oh yeah, let's do some subs. Meanwhile, a big force in the Concordia offense coming off the pitch. You saw that, Marcus. Number 11, Evie Keller, who has had the ball at her feet quite frequently here this evening. She will sub out for some fresh legs. So a big component to the Concordia offense off the pitch. A pass takes a deflection. Hastings College can't make anything of it. Ball rolls harmlessly, OB.
They're trying to create some opportunity, but there's just nobody there.
More subs.
That's going to be Peyton Tanner.
Tanner back in. Miles out.
Yep.
Tanner going to play the middle. Rhodes onto the right side. With Tanner to the left.
Yeah, they have Stewart.
Stewart's way up.
Yep. She's kind of playing
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, so she's almost playing kind of like in a football, like a rover. Just kind of playing her spot and up forward.
See if she can get a touch on it.
Yep.
3 back defensively as Hastings College will make the adjustment. Nora Stewart will come forward. Millie Gill now more to the left side. Anxious moments here for Broncos soccer fans. Finding themselves trailing here to the Concordia Bulldogs, 2-1. And hoping it doesn't gravitate too higher. And you heard the immediate gasps. Bodies come together, it'll be a foul. And that looks like it's all we're going to see.
I was waiting for the yellow to come out.
That was a hard collision there on the 35-yard line. But no cards given. And Concordia resumes play. Under 10 minutes now. Again, no stoppage time in NAIA soccer. Once the clock hits zeros, this baby is over, which is drastically different from what we've seen in the Premier League this season, if you've been paying attention. So many goals scored well into stoppage time. Trip goes to ground.
Yep, they're going to call that.
Foul is called. On the slide tackle. That's number 23 on the ground. Shelby Rugg, who has played a tremendous football game for Concordia, but she was beat on the play, and she went on the slide tackle, and anytime you go to ground and don't make contact with the ball, you don't make contact with the ball, and quite frankly, could have potentially obstructed a goal-scoring opportunity.
Yeah.
And I believe just a yellow.
Yep. Just one. That was a hard slide.
Shelby Rue picks up the yellow card and is being helped off the field here by the trainers.
And Lampy isn't happy. She's still
rightfully so
pleading her case. Yeah.
She had a breakaway goal and got caught from behind on a slide tackle. And she didn't get all ball.
Nope.
And anytime you go to ground and you don't get all ball, you run the risk of a red card.
Yep.
Steaming.
But now, if you're HC, here's your chance right now.
Short. Play the ball short in the middle, right to Jessie Chartier.
And
have her take a crack. She's shown she can go from distance.
25-yarder? Absolutely.
She's all there alone in the middle there. Going to play it long. Towards the head. Punched away. Good look for Hastings College.
Yep.
Nothing doing.
Good kick.
Almost went on its own without the help of some headers. I thought at first that might have been on distance. Nine minutes remaining now. Had a couple stoppages here for some injuries here in the second half, which has slowed the pace down by a little.
Oh, we're going to have a yellow card.
Why? Playing too slow? I like it. Yep. Stalling. Vidrow. Referee says, let's play. Whistles the ball back into play. Kicked immediately. Ball ping-pongs around in there like a pinball. As Tatiana Villasenor has the ball at her feet. 8:50 to go. Hastings College trailing by 1. You can sense they're starting to get the momentum. Maybe the legs from Concordia finally starting to wear out. Madison Rhodes taken to ground. Referee plays advantage. Referee playing advantage. Ball off here into the left side. We're bringing it back?
Yep, we are.
Okay, the whistle must have blew.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
I did not hear. I thought originally the referee had played advantage on that, and then we're going to bring it back to call a foul. Maybe advantage wasn't materializing, so they'll bring it back, trying to play it towards the box. And it's going to roll harmlessly out of bounds. But this will set up Hastings College throw in a dangerous position, Marcus. Hastings College setting up offensively. Quick pass off the foot.
There's your corner.
Here's your corner now. As the anxiety begins to mount.
How about a bender? The top shelf. Tie this baby.
Ball hovering just in front of Madison Rhodes' forehead for a heading goal. Far post. Popped up into the air and away from goal. 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Here in this matchup, Concordia with the 2-1 lead. 1-1 at the halftime break. And then a beautiful goal scored by super sub Charlie Preister in the second half. 75 minutes in. Has Hastings College trying for a last-ditch effort to get a point, salvage a point out of this. It'll be a free kick. And it'll be off the foot of Megan Lampe. Take a crack, why not? Plays it in the middle. Ball one from Concordia. They've got speed. Now they've got numbers. Tatiana Villasenor well outside of goal. Could this be the one that wins it? Played squarely in the middle. Right foot off the crossbar. Hastings College is saved from a crossbar. Oh my goodness. Kirsten Garner was all alone. Had Kenya Rios with her. They set up Rios. She had time to settle it, get it on the foot, and you thought, here we go again. But Rios' shot deflects off the crossbar, and Hastings College has life. Oh, hard tackle. Referee says play on.
Yep. Good call. There goes Madison Rhodes.
Rhodes streaking on the right side. Getting possession, centering, and not enough on it. Or maybe too much. I don't know. It wasn't enough on it to get a deflection. It was too much to catch the left wing. Little of everything on that. This game has had a little of everything. 5 minutes and change is all that's left. Milligal switching the run of play. Here's Stewart. Stewart flicks it off a Concordia defender. Quickly back into play. Left side. In the corner. Ball flicked. Kept alive. This is going to go into Hastings College territory here, and it's going to be a goal kick. Shoot. Substitutes for Concordia.
Keller back in the ball game.
And they need her.
Yep.
Boy, when she was off the pitch, Marcus, you felt Hastings College immediately grabbed that momentum because she is such a good commander and passer with the football and a dictator of possession. And when she went off that pitch, you sensed Hastings College just took that last 5 minutes and ran with it.
Yeah, they did. Because they know she's one of the better players as we get another breakaway from Concordia.
Garner into traffic. Played back out. Rio sends it down. Melly Gill is there. Quick flick to Stewart. Ball goes OB. Now it's a throw in here in Concordia's possession. And they'll take as much time as they want. They don't have a ball person. Oh, boy. The ball person wasn't ready to roll. And so this is just killing time. Ah, boy, that 8:20 seconds. Rios from the corner, headed away. Corner kick. If you're Concordia, you can leisurely stroll up to that corner spot, take a little time, pick out a few spots, judge the position of the wind, check your Apple Watch, see how many steps you got in the game. Concordia is going to milk this clock. Whistle blows into play. Corner coming. Middle. Not threatening.
And nobody's with the ball either.
The Senor says, ball please. Ball boys got to be on their games here.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 45 seconds and your home team's down by 1. Possession. Won by Hastings College. Quickly back into play. 3:30 to go. Here in this matchup. It is not regulation. There is no stoppage time. Hastings College needs an equalizer to salvage a point. Pass into enemy territory. Concordia clears away. Hastings College got to get into some space, especially if you're the 2 or 3 players without the ball and maybe don't have a shot at getting the ball. Get yourself into some space. Don't get caught watching. Create opportunities here for your offense in the final 3 minutes of play. Ball played forward. Nicely won. Kept alive. Hastings College has to get this out of the air and onto the ground to establish some possession here. Stewart's going to chase after it. Misplays it. Back into possession. Stewart on the far side. Out of real estate, out of room. Good look. Good look. How many more looks are the Broncos going to get?
You're down to your final 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Could use one. Gell coming over to secure the ball. Plays it forward. Needs a fortuitous bounce. Not going to get it. Covers up. Going to ground. Gotta love it. Elia Vildro. Creep in and kick in the ball. Under 2 minutes remaining. Ball 1. Here's Keller. Into the middle. Check that was Rios, excuse me. Stewart with it. Stewart finding Tanner. Cross coming. 2 players go up. Concordia, we've got a player on the ground here. No whistles blow yet. Play goes on. Concordia essentially down to 10 with a down defender. Villasenor into dangerous area. Concordia's got to come back to their feet. They're down to 10. 1 minute left in regulation. Hobbling. Oh, my goodness. Goes out of bounds. And now with it out of bounds, the sub can finally come in as we have an injury with 49 seconds. Painful, excruciating, nearly 45 seconds there for Hannah Kyle as she finally is going to be able to get some relief here from the training team.
Yeah, she was hobbling quite a bit. That gives Hastings a chance here to reset for maybe one final push.
49 seconds. Throw-in's going to come here 70 yards away from goal. So many tired legs. DeHart. Gill. Rhodes. All trying to just find some wind. And they will indeed need a substitute here for Hannah Kyle, who will be getting helped off with the assistance from the training team. So that'll bring in a Concordia substitute. Avery Black now in at defense. New defender. Immediately getting put into a big-time scenario with 49 seconds remaining and your team leading by one. You're trying to secure the victory and anchor that back four, which has played brilliant. I mean, absolutely brilliant tonight for Concordia. Hastings College has had no room to breathe as they'll continue to get Hannah Kyle off the field with some assistance. This has allowed all players involved on the pitch to catch their breath here momentarily, so one, maybe two last gasps, I think, Marcus, if you're the offense.
Yeah, this is it. You're down to 49 seconds. You're going to have to push for everything you've got now.
Kitchen sink.
Yep. Whatever you have left in the tank, got to use it now.
So like hockey, can you take the goalie out and get an extra attacker? Speaking of hockey. Ball played into Nora Stewart, and that's going to take a deflection. It's going to go off Bulldog. Broncos established possession, but just for moments. Ball cleared away. Concordia is going to play keep away here from the Broncos. And playing keep away, doing a nice job is Kirsten Garner. What else is new? As she pivots in the middle and just knocks it away from the Hastings College defenders. 28 seconds remaining. They'll play it down the left side. Knocked out. Concordia football. Broncos in trouble. Concordia stalling. Concordia might take it all the way to a yellow here. Why throw it in?
Yep.
13 seconds now. Gill into traffic. Rios picks it up. And this is going to do it for the Broncos. Garner is going to turn in. The Broncos aren't going to have any opportunity to send this forward. And the Concordia Bulldogs have come in and they have knocked off the defending Great Plains Athletic Conference champions in stunning fashion and in times dominant fashion here tonight. Concordia looks the better as they win this over Hastings College 2-1. Tyson Nevronic, Marcus Metcalf with you here from Lloyd Wilson Field as we put the finishing touches here on this doubleheader. Run the scoring by Maddie Mills setting up Avery Higgins. Broncos, just like in the men's matchup, they were on first early. They were the aggressors early in the first 10 minutes and then couldn't find their way as Concordia reset defensively. Kirsten Garner flexed offensively. Got a beautiful pass from Savannah Andrews. They found the equalizer 10 minutes later at the 19-14 mark. Fast forward all the way to the 75th minute mark. And super sub off the bench, Charlie Preister gets a beautiful pass from Kenya Rios. And Preister slots it home into the top left corner to pick up the 2-1 victory here for the Bulldogs tonight. Final game numbers: Concordia 14 shots, Hastings College 10. Hastings College 3 shots on goal, Bulldogs 5. Broncos 3 saves, Bulldogs 2. 6 corners won by Concordia to the Broncos 3. Offside decisions 1 apiece. Fouls, Hastings College committing 9 for 2 yellow cards. 7 fouls and 3 yellow cards for the Bulldogs. But Marcus, I think more importantly, when you take a look, stats are one thing, eye test was another, and the Bulldogs on the eye test look like a pretty darn good soccer team.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. and they're probably one of the best teams in the GPAC for a reason, and that showed again tonight. And these teams have been dominating this league for years, and Concordia showed its muscle again tonight on the road, and that's an impressive win for this Concordia team. Hastings can't keep their heads low very long because they got another good opponent coming in Saturday.
That's right, and we'll have that contest for you coming up on Saturday, part of a full weekend of Hastings College and high school athletics here on Extreme Sports Network. Our coverage will start Friday with some district softball action, brackets and pairings and matchup times and stations, all to be determined as far as how we're going to navigate that here on the Extreme Sports Network. But we will give you all the details coming up here this week as we move along. Friday night, we've got Hastings College volleyball for you from the Lynn Farrell Arena. And we will have some volleyball and soccer action for you in a a triple header coming your way on Saturday. Right back here on the network. Of course, Hastings College football enjoying a Saturday off, but we will still be plenty busy here on Extreme Sports. So again, men falling 3-1 to Concordia. The women falling in a 2-1 scoreline here tonight as the Bulldogs sweep the Broncos on their home pitch. 3-1, 2-1 tonight here from Lloyd Wilson Field. As that'll wrap up our Broncos soccer coverage here on this Wednesday night. It's late night. It's time to go to bed or watch some late night hockey, whatever you decide to do. Maybe a little late night baseball too. Anyways, we will join you bright and early tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock on Huddle Up as we navigate the events and the schedule that we have moving forward. For my broadcast partner, Marcus Metcalf, a big thank you for your help here this evening. For our IT man, Shaner, back at Mission Control. For our sports director, Mike Will, I'm Tyson Vronick, wishing you a very pleasant good evening from Hastings.
You've been listening to Hastings College Volleyball on Extreme Sports. Brought to you by